Hi, I'm Jay and I'm helping Dennis to make this video tutorial. So we're going to summarize what you can do with these Max for Live plugins. So let's go. Open Arena and go to your preferences. Select OSC tab and turn on the OSC input button. Set the port default to 7000. Now open AbletonLive and select the plugins folder you've already downloaded. Go inside the master folder and drag the 01 sync device into your AbletonLive master track. Set the IP address to 127.0.0.1 if you're running Resolume Arena on the same computer. If you press the play and stop buttons on your AbletonLive session, the Resolume resync and pause buttons must show the same position. Now move your AbletonLive tempo, and that's it, you're in sync. Easy peasy. Okay, the first thing you have to do is to rename your AbletonLive tracks in order to control your preferred Resolume layer. Then create some clips and write the number of the Resolume clip you want to launch. Drag the by number name device into track 1. When you play an AbletonLive clip with a by number name device dragged into your track, you are playing the set Resolume timeline clip. But maybe you need to control the video loop from Ableton. In that case, drag a loop by number name device into track 2. Create a clip and write the Resolume number clip you want to launch. Now you can choose your preferred bass. Let Denise show you, for example. So, set 1.8, set 1.1, work your magic. Okay, let's show you something. Drag a MIDI drum track rack into track 2. Let's drag a limiter into the master track. Now go into the AbletonLive clip envelope section and select duration bass parameter. Set the first to 1.1, copy the clip and select the second to 1.4, copy again and set the third to 1.16. Okay, now let's write some MIDI notes to play a simple rhythm. Denise is working his magic, and just make something simple. Okay, now play it. And now you're controlling the Resolume clip loop from AbletonLive. Fantastic. But maybe what you need is to play several Resolume clips from one AbletonLive clip. So go to track 3 and drag a programmable clip device. Create an AbletonLive clip and automate the Resolume clips you want to launch inside AbletonLive clip envelope section. 1, 2, 1, 2. So it works. Great. Okay, of course, if you want, you can just automate one clip. So the last launcher device we want to show you is the Live Program Pilot. It works the same way, but also has the blend mode and the transition time parameter. So rename track 4 and let's drag some images into the new Resolume layer. Create one Resolume layer, set the images to 1280 by 720. Create a clip and automate the first Resolume clips. Select programmable clip and write 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then go inside the clip envelope section and set the blend mode to 28. Now set the transition time to 0.05. Copy the clip and change the blend mode to 34. Copy the clip again and change to 33. Let's also change the transition time. And now, let's play it and see what we've done. Okay, not bad. Well done, Denise. So, now we're going to add some audio samples and reorder the AbletonLive tracks, maybe into groups. Let's show you. Let's find some guitar loops, for example. Drag it into an audio track. Okay, here we go. And then copy this file into clip 2 and 3. Select both tracks and group them. Now if I play group 1, nothing has to be played in Resolume, just the audio. You see this clip is empty. Okay, now let's group some audio in the track renamed as layer 3. Denise is working his magic again. Okay, that one is good. Now he's quantizing. I'm sure you know what that means. I don't think we know exactly what's going to happen now. Okay, if you need to select Resolume layer 3 by selecting the AbletonLive group, just write the number. Finally, let's drag some audio into the renamed track layer 4. Create 2 audio tracks and let's find some audio bass. Okay, drag it and make a loop. Copy it into the next clip. And now we need a drum loop. Okay. Select and group. Okay, let's see what we've done. Beautiful. Okay, we weren't planning on writing a song here. This is just a tutorial. Now, another way to play Resolume clips is using drum racks. So drag an empty drum rack into track 1, go inside My Drum Racks plugins folder and drag a Stop 0 device inside the drum rack. This one's going to be the clear Resolume clip. Rename it, drag another one. If you rename them, then you will see it clearly inside the AbletonLive clip launch section. Drag the last one. Right. So let's create some MIDI notes. This is going to be crazy. And there we are. It's working super fast. Excellent. So now create the stop Resolume clip. There you go. You can read in the manual the difference between stop 0 and note off devices. Of course, if you need to, you can drag some audio samples to the same MIDI note as the Resolume clips as a multi. The automated MIDI note will play the audio sample and will launch the Resolume clip at the same time. Now this is going to be absolutely mental. That is awesome. Okay, so now if you want, you can save your drum rack and drag it again later, but you've got to imagine that you've done something really cool. Otherwise, don't save it. This is just a tutorial. So let's play it again. Okay, have fun. Okay, so in your layer composition and groups folder, you have several devices to control the specific Resolume sections. The idea is drag and play. You have all the devices already built, so just drag and play devices. For example, drag a layer dashboard device and automate values inside the AbletonLive clip envelope section. Move -1, go inside the AbletonLive clip envelope section, select -1, and automate the values. You can see it here. Okay. Drag an opacity device or rotation. Move your live dials. You can press the Shift key while moving live dials to be more accurate. Drag a scale device, a position device, whatever you want. If you don't like what you're seeing, then just delete the devices and the Resolume section is going to reset to the default position. The same happens with composition devices. Drag a dashboard composition device, move your live dials. It's very simple. You can drag more devices, drag and play. That's the idea. If you need help, just press the Help button and a pop-up window will be shown. There you have some interesting Resolume support links and a short description of the device. As you can see, groups work in exactly the same way. If you delete devices, everything's reset to the default position. Finally, you also have a complete manual. So read it, and if you've got any questions, any queries, just let us know. And Dennis is still creating these plugins, so if you've got any questions or any ideas, we always really appreciate your feedback. And maybe some things can be changed or some things can be added, and we can improve these fantastic plugins. Okay, so let's show you audio input devices. Dennis built them to be able to make things more organic, smoother transitions. This is the idea. So for the moment, drag 3 drum racks. The first one has a kick and a Resolume Layer 1 clip. The second one has a snare and another Resolume Layer 2 clip. And the third one, a hi-hat and a Layer 3 Resolume clip. Okay, write some MIDI notes to make a simple rhythm. Okay, let's drag a layer scale device in the hi-hat to make the raise image wider. Okay. Now, select layer 1, drag an audio layer opacity device, and let's see what happens with the opacity. Great. So this is now more organic. It's smoother, it's more satisfying. The layer opacity is automated through an audio input device. Now, let's tell you something about these audio devices. You do have to be careful using these audio input devices. You're sending a lot of OSC messages, as you can see here, so use them with care. Everything here is a lot of work. These plugins are free, so you have 80 devices. It's fantastic. For now, be patient, but this version doesn't have a stop clip observer. The next version will have. So you can automate an on-off button inside the clip envelope section. So just use these devices with care. Okay. Now, drag the audio layer opacity device, and let's see what happens with the opacity. Okay. So, add a Dashboard 1 device to control my Resolume warp effect. Go inside AbletonLive envelope section and automate just one snare. So one snare is without effect, and the other one is through a warp effect. Finally, go to the third track and add another layer Dashboard 1 device to control your Resolume goo effect. Now we're going to make like an electric shock lighting effect with the video that we have in the hi-hat. Okay, not bad at all. So now you can also use audio input devices through your microphone. Go into your Ableton Live preferences. You can drag these devices inside the audio tracks, of course. Rename the track as 4-layer. Create a clip. Drag by number name device and play your clip. Drag the audio layer opacity device and now check your input.
Yeah. 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 Check. 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 Check.
Okay, very nice, no? Okay, so we have a track to control Resolume Layer 1 with a by number name device dragged onto it, and an audio sample to play the beat, because Denise hates the metronome click. So, go to the experimental layer folder and drag the experimental position device. Press the on button and your clip starts moving at your set bass. Just drag and play. You can change device parameters. Mode 1 is moving the Resolume clip in one way, and mode 2 moves with another ramp, another movement. So now move the Y device section and get your preferred movement. Easy. Drag and play. You can do the same with compositions and groups. So we have the same case as before in layer 2. Just drag an experimental layer scale device and press the on button, and that's it. You can select your preferred bass. You can choose between the heart button option or the smooth. You have in the M buttons 9 memory presets. You can set a different bass in W and H. Just check all the buttons, move dials, and remember, if you don't like what you're seeing, just delete the device, and all the values are going to reset to the default position. So you can start again. So here we have almost the same case. Just create another clip and copy the audio sample into clip 2. Drag an experimental rotation device. Set your preferred bass. You can change the Y bass to a different position. Let's just drag and play. You can check all these things yourself. And don't forget, you can drag everything together. Experiment. Finally, if you don't like what you've done, you can delete it and start again, and everything is reset to the default position. The experimental composition and group devices work in the same way, but of course they have their specific characteristics. And that's more or less it. So have fun, enjoy the plugins.